Hello, my name is Sadia, and in this reflection, I will critically discuss one historical approach, one contemporary approach, one theory, two theories, and two frameworks. Will I will explore how these ideas assist me in understanding children in my future work as an early childhood teacher. The historical approach I chose is by Jean-Jacques Rousseau. Rousseau believed that children are naturally good and that education should follow the children's natural development rather than impose adults' expectations. He emphasized the importance of freedom, discovery, and learning through experience. Rousseau's ideas encouraged me to consider children's developmental readiness, natural interest. However, critically, Rousseau's approach may overlook the social cultural influences on children's learning. While valuing natural development is important, children do not grow in isolation. This leads me to contemporary social cultural perspective. The contemporary approach I choose by Reggio Emilia. This approach views children are competent and capable and full of potential. It promotes the idea of 100 languages of children, meaning children express their thinking in many different ways throughout art, movement, conversation, and play. In my future practice as an ECT, this approach encourages me to carefully observe children, document their thinking, design learning environment that provokes inquiry. For example, if children show interest in insects outdoors, I could extend this through drawing, research books, and collaborative discussions. Critically, Reggio Emilia is inspiring. It inquires time, the strong pedagogical documentation skills, and sportive ratios, which may be challenging in some settings. The the theory which I selected is Pickett's cognitive developmental theory. The first theory in this he proposed that children move through stages of development: sensory motors, pre-operational, and then concrete operational, and then formal operational. The constructing knowledge through interaction with their environment. This theory helps me to understand that children thinking is qualitatively different from adults. For example, a 4-year-old is pre-operational stage may struggle with conversational tasks because their thinking is still developing. As an ECT, this reminds me to provide hands-on, concrete learning experience rather than expecting abstract reasoning too early. However, Piggott has been criticized for underestimating children's abilities for not fully considering social influences on learning. The theory number two, which I selected, is by Vygotsky, social cultural theory. In contrast, social cultural theory emphasizes the importance of social interaction and the cultural context in learning. This theory deeply assists my understanding of children because it highlights the importance of intentional teaching and scaffolding. It tells me that learning is not only developmental but relational. For example, during puzzle activity, instead of correcting the child, I might ask guiding questions or model strategies to extend their thinking. This aligns strongly with both EYLF and contemporary play based pedagogy. The framework I choose is by EYLF, Early Years Learning Framework. Um, it positions children as capable and confident learners. It emphasizes belonging, being, and becoming, which is uh, explained in Australian Government Department of Education 2022. Sorry. The EYLFs assist me in understanding children holistically, not just cognitively, but socially, emotionally, and culturally as well. Its 5 learning outcomes give me a understanding to observe children's identity, well-being, communication, and connection with their world. The framework I choose is National Quality Standards (NQS). Um, it ensures high quality education and care across Australia. It includes quality areas such as educational program and practices, relations with the children, and leadership. For example, quality area 1 requires intentional teaching and critical reflection, aligning with the Vygotsky scaffolding and rigorous Emilia documentation practices. Sorry. At the end, I am going to conclude. These approaches and theories frameworks shape how I see children as active, capable, social, connective learners with individual identities and rights. As a future early childhood teacher, these perspectives guide me to be reflective, responsive, and intentional. This supports me in understanding children not as empty vessels to be filled, but as competent learners shaped by relational, cultural, and experience. They provide lens through which I can continuously reflect, adopt, and grow in my professional practice. Thank you.